Hey everyone, it's Justin again. In this lesson, we get to use all the angle vocabulary and relationships that we've learned to help us set up equations and solve for angle measures. Here we go. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to use angle vocabulary and relationships to solve for unknowns. We'll complete 3 examples together, and then you'll have an opportunity to complete more in your multiple choice practice game. Since we only have time to do 3 examples together, we cannot possibly cover every type of question that you might see on this topic. These examples should give you an idea of what to expect. There's also a strategy guide in your notes template that may be useful. I encourage you to pause the video now and read through the strategy guide before we continue. Here's our first example. It says, given that ray MN bisects angle AMC, the measure of angle AMN equals 10R plus 8, and the measure of angle NMC equals 13R minus 1, find the measure of angle AMC. What? Okay, I need to see what this looks like. So let's take some time to interpret what this is saying so we can make a sketch of it. This says that a ray is bisecting an angle. Can you draw the angle and the ray bisecting it? And then maybe figure out where to put these expressions in the picture you drew? Pause the video now and give it a try. Okay, so I started my sketch with angle AMC. Then I drew in the angle bisector. After that, I labeled in my picture that the bisector split the angle into 2 equal parts. Then I wrote in the expressions that were given for each angle. How does this look compared to your sketch? So, how do you think we can solve this? Well, since the angles equal each other, we can set these expressions equal to each other. Take a moment to finish solving this on your own. Did you subtract 10R from both sides? Did you then add 1 to both sides? And then divide by 3? Or maybe you subtracted 13R and then subtracted 8. And then divided by -3. Either way, we get 3 for R. Now, is that what we were asked to find? Actually, no. We were asked to find the measure of angle AMC. Since angle AMC is both of these added together, let's just substitute R back in. We get 38 for each angle. And when we add those together, we get 76 for angle AMC. For our final answer, we can say that the measure of angle AMC is 76 degrees. Our second example says that angle LMR and angle LMA form a linear pair. The measure of angle LMR is 12x plus 4, and the measure of angle LMA is 7x minus 14. Find the value of x. Okay, so it's not exactly like the problem we just did, but you have the knowledge to figure this out. Start by drawing a picture and see how far you can get on your own, and then I'll check in with you. I hope you were able to draw a picture similar to mine to help you visualize what's going on here. Remember how the angles in a linear pair are supplementary, which means they add up to 180 degrees? Well, that's exactly what we can do with these expressions. We can add them up to equal 180. Pause the video and keep going from here if you haven't already. Did you combine like terms on the left side of the equation? And then add 10 on both sides. Then divide by 19. This is pretty good. Is it what we were looking for, though? Yes, we were asked to find x, and that's what we have. Here's one final example for us to try, but I really think you can do it without me. Try this one all by yourself, so pause the video and take all the time you need. This time we were told our angles are vertical angles. We know that vertical angles are congruent, so we can include the congruent symbols in the picture. Then write in the expression we were given for each angle. The expressions for the congruent angles can be set equal to each other. Did you get this on your own? If not, pause the video and finish solving from here. We subtract 6n on both sides of the equation, add 12, and divide by 2, giving us n equals 14. And we found what we were asked to find, so we are done. Remember, the problems you'll be solving in the practice for this lesson will have a variety of vocabulary used in them. We couldn't possibly go over every single scenario you'll see, but by following the steps in the strategy guide, you can solve them all. See you next time.
Hey.